Hello everyone and welcome back to DCS. Today we're going to be taking a look at the startup guide for the F-18. Now this isn't going to necessarily ensure that your aircraft is ready for the specific sortie that you're undertaking. Different radio settings, different TACAN, different armament setup, that sort of deal might be different, but this will get your aircraft ready for taxi and the initial takeoff. So let's head inside of the cockpit. And as you can see, we are on the standard cold and dark mission at the Nevada test, on the Nevada test and training map. We're at Nellis Air Force Base right now, as you can see on our tactical F-10 map. So, to begin, we're going to come over to the right-hand side forwardmost panel, our electrical panel there, and we're going to right-click the battery switch forward. And you can see a couple of things have lit up for us. We've got our 3 green down and locked indications for the landing gear. We have our engine panel, our clock, fuel indications, which are currently reading 0. And then on the far right side, you can see our annunciator panel is illuminated, letting us know that the battery is on and in a discharge condition. So we're going to swing over to the left-hand side now, and just above the engine crank, we're going to go ahead and turn on the APU starter switch. And then once the APU ready light turns green, or turns on, we will begin the engine crank. We're going to start with the left-hand engines. There's our green light. So we're going to start engine number 1, left-hand side. And now looking at our engine panel, we're going to wait for our N1 speed to get to about 20 to 25%. So we're there now. We're going to go ahead and move our throttle detent out of the cutoff into the idle position, either using your HOTAS, or if you're on a keyboard, it's going to be right Alt and then Home. And you'll see your engine will self-accelerate, self-sustain. While that's coming alive, I'm going to bring up our DDIs here, switch them both to day, bring up our standard screen there, and turn on our HUD.
Roll left.
Get our
Flight controls.
Yep, there she goes. Okay, radar altimeter is good. So I'll go ahead and start the right-hand engine. Same deal, looking for that 20 to 25%. I'm going to go ahead and close the cannon because it is getting a little noisy. So there we are. So again, we're going to move our throttle out of the cutoff detent into idle. Again, using either your HOTAS, or if you're on a keyboard, it'll be right control and the home key. I'm sorry, right shift and the home key. Yeah, and the engine's going to self-accelerate there. Okay, so our engines are now started. Let's set up some of our DDI information. First, I'm going to bring in our flaps, which is the switch just below the gear, or I highly recommend binding that personally. Flaps are now up. We're going to go ahead on the lower left-hand side of that same panel. We're going to switch our hook bypass to field. And then, go back to our main menu here. We need to reset our flight control system. And perform a bit test as well. APU automatically kicked off there. And you can get these set with whatever you would like. Again, these are going to kind of depend on what you're going to be doing in your sortie. We'll set our radar to standby and our INS align to ground. We'll uncage our secondary attitude indicator. And you should, after that, be all set. Go ahead and arm our ejection seats. Bring our, or secure rather, our straps in place. That's complete on the flight control system, so we will hit the takeoff trim reset. And on the F-18, you actually want half flaps when you are taking off. So we'll leave those at half, turn on our landing light, bring in the park brake, and we are all good to taxi. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Again, there's going to be a lot more to it if you want to actually set up your aircraft for the particular sortie that you're doing. Again, you're going to want to get your radar up and going and set your INS to navigate before you take off, that sort of deal. But as far as getting the airplane up and running, that's all you really need to know. I will catch you guys in the next one, and as always, take it easy.